Well, hello there, and welcome to Paul's Politics. It's Thursday, as we say, Friday Eve, right? I think that's what we call it, Friday Eve. Okay, I'm trying to check, make sure I got things set up right here. I got caught up in a video, a rerun, well, a replay that I was watching, um, on international news, and I almost missed the time. I was like, where did time go to? It was really. So anyhow, I made it, and so hair is kind of messy today. But hey, that's the way the wind blows. So I'm here. I had to throw my lipstick on at the last minute too. So hey, anyway, let's get this thing rolling here. We got standing by the studio. I'm still trying to get my camera right too. I think that's a little better on that. Let's bring in the rest of the team. We got the heartbeat of the South, every beat of my heart. My son Tim Harrington, veteran, y'all. Oh, everybody came in.
I
Hey.
forgot son daughter.
Here we go. Here we go again.
Yep. Yep.
That's a
I don't
good
know.
one.
I don't
Imagine
know
that.
what's going on with the studio, man.
Yeah, it's
The
doing its own
paranormals
thing.
are back again, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought,
Hmm.
like, wow. Okay, that didn't work, right? I
Yeah.
didn't touch. All I did was touch your button, Tim,
Yeah.
and it just brought Kathy right on in there.
Hmm.
Kathy, your aliens friend say, Kathy needs to come in right now.
Yeah. Did you ever get the stats on last night? What happened with that? The stats.
None.
Did it show up? No. So it
It
was weird
said
night.
no views, and we were live.
I know, and I saw people. I saw people in the chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
I
had, I think I saw only 19 views on Facebook, but
wow.
I didn't get any stats from any of the other platforms. Let me get the Twitter button on here now,
Mm.
and I
Yeah,
just
that's
I
not
just
right.
I just hit that one. They made some changes to the studio. I know that.
Hmm.
Um, they. Oh, there I go again. Putting in what is it? Oh, they can watch that. That's just our YouTube link. That's fine. Y'all can watch us on YouTube there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was showing that um, on the Twitter app. So they got the Twitter app built into the studio now. So, and I think that studio is just kind of haywire because, like, they keep adding things, adding features, and which is good for us because we want as much coverage as we possibly can get. So they've added the live TikTok, not the live Twitter now rather than just all we had was the Twitter chat. Okay,
Hmm.
so now,
Hmm.
like, if you would go to the Twitter site and go live from the Twitter site itself,
Hmm.
they have combined it here in the studio now where I can add it just as the destination, which I already was doing, but now they have the live feature added so that it will automatically show live on Twitter
Oh.
and they don't have to click on our link or go to my Twitter page.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, that took a lot to explain it too.
Yeah.
So, hey, it's
Yep.
just one of those days.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to see if I can get a smart. There we go. We got. I didn't want to block Kathy's face. So,
I'm good. I moved
okay.
my laptop, so
Yeah. Okay.
it still
Great.
works.
Yeah, everything's working out. So I'm seeing some stats. We got some people coming in. Thank you so much for watching us. Those of you who are coming in now, we've only been live for 5 minutes, and um, well, it keeps jumping. Okay, 44 of you have found us so far. Thank you. So I guess the paranormal aliens are not messing with the politics. They probably don't like politics.
Yeah.
they probably they probably
We
don't
say,
like
let's
politics.
handle that one. Let's handle
Mm.
that.
Yeah, they don't want to talk politics. They probably like, no, we don't want to talk about that. But we always have fun. We make it laugh on our politics show, y'all. So
Hmm.
We're not boring. We don't get all out of place arguing
Hmm.
and yelling at each other. We don't have those kind of shows. Nah.
Yeah, it's not a
I
hostile.
like to watch them though, because that happens all the time on Piers Morgan's show. Poor Piers, I feel so sorry for him.
Mm.
He get these dramatic, easy to anger guests on all the time talking about the war. The big war. One side against the other side, and man, he can't even control his guests.
Yeah.
They
Well, you
talk
never know.
all. Go
He
ahead.
might get him. He might get him on purpose. Because just like that other show where they say, "Are you pregnant?" or "Was this your kid?" What that show that got canceled? He
Oh,
did.
that guy. Yeah, I can't remember his
I
name.
can't
What
remember
was
his
he?
name. Yeah,
What was
but
his name? Oh, the
yeah,
Tim. You
I
know the
think-
baby show, where people used to get there and tell all their business on the show.
and then they
Pregnant.
took the DNA test.
It ain't my
Maury.
baby.
Marvin,
Maury.
Maury show.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he used to do it on purpose, so you never know. That could be part of his thing.
Yeah, you're right. That's pure politics. There was the 44. The one was the 5 minutes. We got 59 in the finals. Thank you guys. Thank y'all for coming in and keeping us company. We're gonna try to make y'all laugh tonight. Okay. All right. So first, I want to talk about some local news. And Kathy, I think I heard something about your city that was local. I don't know if you just pick whatever you want to talk
Okay.
about your city that happened,
Hmm.
that's happening local, but we want to talk about local politics first. Then we're
Sure.
gonna move on to national, and then we're gonna move on to international tonight. Okay, so thank you, 71 of you found us. Thank you so much. Hey, Doug, Dougie Pooh, Doug in the house. All right, Doug.
But
Hey, he says hello, everyone. Hi, and I know Sonda's up here somewhere. I think Sonda might not have made it in yet. Okay, I thought I saw her earlier. Anyway, there go our 71 people. Now it's up to 76. Hey. All right, so locally here, y'all know we live in the belt of the South, right?
hmm
I'm coming to you live from Memphis, Tennessee. And so is the heartbeat of the South.
Yes.
So this morning on the news from my city, I heard we got a new mayor. He came in January, right?
hmm
So they all wanted somebody young. And his last name happens to be Young. So I think that's his name. Isn't that his name, Tim?
Yeah, that sounds right. Right. Paul Young, I think.
Yeah, him.
Hmm.
So, uh, about a month and a half ago, maybe not that long, maybe about a month ago, he tells out here on the news that he's finna raise homeowner property taxes.
Hmm.
I, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I thought that that was in your campaign that you said that you weren't gonna be raising property taxes on the homeowners, and you was gonna find other ways to find money for the city, right?
Yeah.
hmm So I'm like to myself, see, y'all got what you deserve, and you deserve just what you got.
Hmm.
Because these politicians are all the same. They go through this, I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to do that. And then less than 90 days within, that's the first thing. This morning on the news, now this one really blew me away. On the news this morning, they said that the city mayor wants to delete 441 sheriff law enforcement positions that are not filled yet. They're on the books,
Hmm.
but they have not been filled yet, right? Okay, right?
hmm
So, Sheriff Floyd Bonner, who is over the sheriff department, is having to file a legal lawsuit try to get an injunction to stop the new mayor from doing this, because he says with all this crime rise in the city of Memphis, look, this is not the right I mean, we need those positions, you know.
Yeah.
We need to get bodies in those positions to fill the position. The last thing they need to do is be taking those 441 positions away from law enforcement department, and that's about $30 million equivalency.
Mm-hmm.
That really blew me away. I'm like, wait, Memphis is number 10 on crime in the United States, and
Wow.
instead of you want to try to find some bodies to put in those positions, you want to just throw away with them. And we already strapped. Law enforcement, police department, sheriff department, all of them already strapped here. You know that criminals outnumber law enforcement as it is, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know the thing about with our sheriff department here, they don't do a lot of local. They're not as random as the police officers are. Reason why I say that is because I stayed on the outskirts of the city. They mostly be in the Riverdale area, State
Hmm.
Line area.
Yeah.
Uh, that's usually their area that they patrol.
Yeah.
Like you said, that they had 41 or 44 on the books. That means they would have to be.
441.
Oh my! Oh boy! Wow!
441 positions.
Wow! Yeah, that means a couple of classes would need to be started, which lasts probably about 16 to 18 weeks of training. Uh, yeah, we need them. Yeah, we need our bodies in a
Yeah, yeah.
uniform. Yeah,
Because, I mean, you know, if you put the bodies in there, even though their duties are, you say they service mostly the outskirts of the city, well, why not try to meet with them and try to combine and have them to assist? You know, have the chef fill those positions and make new job descriptions with those positions. You know, it's like other duties assigned. Like
yeah,
all job descriptions got that phrase in there. Even mine, other duties assigned. Whereas they can have you do anything they want you to
yeah.
do, right?
Right. But here's my thing is Sheriff Bonner being just as much experienced that he is,
Mhm.
why would he even let it get to that level?
Well, he couldn't control it. You know, he ran for mayor
I
and
know
he didn't
that,
win.
but he should have been running some recruit offerings to fill those
Oh,
spots.
you're saying that why didn't he fill them?
Absolutely,
Well, they can't. He can't fill them without the city council approving the budget for
but
them to be filled.
it's already approved, but they're trying to
It's
discontinue.
all the money's already in the budget, but
Right.
every time you have positions in the federal government, it's the same way. You know that. Every time you have to have positions filled, somebody still with a pencil used to be, but now somebody on a computer got that gets a high pay grade
Yeah.
has got to approve to pull the money from the budget for these positions.
Gotcha.
So apparently they wouldn't do that. They just he probably kept asking for help and for those positions to be filled. I'm sure they did. You know how these people are.
Yeah.
They don't want it. The, always trying to save something for a rainy day. If you got $30 million saved in a budget for 441 positions, but yet, every morning on the news, you had two or three shootings during the night and somebody dead.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Doesn't
what
make
is the
sense.
point? That's what the rainy day money is for. You need to fill those positions, mayor, city, young, whoever you are, right?
Yeah.
I
There
mean,
must
I'm just saying.
there must be another reason. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make logical sense.
No,
Not
it's
at all.
dumb. It's
Not at
just
all.
plain dumb. You supposed to be coming in and making change. I understand you got to make your little changes, But when you talking about you ran on, you wasn't gonna raise property taxes, but then you coming in, you raising them. That's a lie. And then I don't even hear. I don't know if he said anything about jobs. I thought he was supposed to. I'm pretty sure they all do this, right? We gonna
Hmm.
bring jobs. They always say that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he said he's gonna bring jobs to the city. But instead, I hear on this on the news this morning that you got $30 million in the budget for 441 jobs that's already on the book, and all you got to do is fill them. What kind of business is that? He gets a boo for that. If we get a boo, we got a boo.
I don't know. Ooh.
Boo. There you go.
Yeah, it's crazy. Uh, I think a lot of times what happens is when they're running for those positions, they don't really have a idea of what's really going on until they're in their position.
They have
No,
no clue, especially if they don't have an experience. And he had never been in no politics before.
exactly. So it,
This
it
might be
might,
his last job.
yeah, yeah. I think
You're
that's
right,
what it
Kathy.
was. Yeah, when he finally got a chance to look at the books, he realized it was more trouble than what he thought it was.
Yeah, and that's the reason why people that don't have any political knowledge at all about actually serving,
Yeah,
I just think that you got to have some kind of experience of running some type of department.
absolutely.
Okay?
Hmm.
I mean, he might have had his own little small business. Maybe he's successful and all that. But that's not like running a metro department. Floyd Bonner had experience. Hey, that's Sandra. Hi, Sandra.
There's something.
Floyd Bonner's got, 20, 30 years experience of running a criminal department, on a sheriff department. You running something. You got
Yeah,
experience on your belt. Judge Joe Brown. He
yeah,
got experience. He had experience. Got experience on how the criminal justice system work.
right.
The people that should have got to be mayor that know something about criminality, they didn't want them. They chose
Yeah,
somebody that was their church member.
yeah. It's gonna take him. It's gonna take him at least a year, if not longer, to
No,
even
no, I
learn
don't
the
think he
job.
gonna never get it. He ain't got a clue. And
Yeah.
crime just gonna
So
keep rising in Memphis.
so right now, whoever has his ear is telling him what to do and how to do it.
Yeah, you're right, Tim. You're right,
Yeah,
Tim.
because he
But it's
don't know how.
still, but in that 100 days report card is up already. He done already failed.
Yeah.
Cause this is what June the 16th. 100 days is gone. But the thing about it was he was slick with it.
Hmm.
He came out with these announcements after his 100 days.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because he is
Yeah.
not his 100 days was up around March the 16th.
Hmm.
See, it was somewhere along there, March 16th, March 20th, right, Kathy?
Mhm.
When you come in January, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, Kathy, what's going on in New Mexico? I thought I heard some
Oh
on the
yeah,
news
yeah,
about
yeah.
your city.
Well, we do have protesters here too, but I know you said you
That's
couldn't
what I
play the
heard.
video, and that's why that was my main topic.
Go
But
ahead, talk
I
about it.
I can
Yeah,
read about it. These are
yeah.
okay.
I'll put you on
Multiple.
the spotlight. Let you
Oh
read.
no, in these new classes. Okay. All right. Multiple pro-Palestinian demonstrators were arrested after conducting a sit-in protest at Hadley Hall on the New Mexico State University campus. In a,
Mm-hmm.
writ- in a written statement to KRWG, a university spokesman said the protesters were repeatedly asked to leave Hadley Hall, which closes for business at 5 p.m., um, but told to leave or face arrest, which led to law enforcement detaining 11 individuals, according to the university. Five are students. Oop. What happened to the volume?
I hear you.
Yeah, we in it.
Oh, you
Yeah.
sound like you
No, I
dropped.
was coughing and I didn't want to
Oh,
cough over you,
okay.
so I muted myself.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, yeah, you good.
Okay,
I'll
so
bring us back in.
so they
Hold
actually
on.
did show, pictures of the protest. One protester being arrested. I don't know. There was more than that probably, but they only showed the one. Oh, wait. Now here I am. They
There
Okay.
only
you
showed.
are.
So let me see. Let me read some more. Um, okay. So according to a statement from NMSU interim president, that's never good, Monica Torres, university leadership has been meeting with the protesters regularly to encourage open dialogue, but said the event that happened at Hadley Hall was unfortunate. We have said from the beginning that people in the U.S. have a constitutional right to protest peacefully. People
Hmm.
do not, however, have a right to interfere with university operations, damage property, or spit on or strike police officers. So I
Hmm.
really don't know what happened there. I don't know, but
Well, is that close to you, where you live?
yeah, it's really close. It's only a couple miles for me. But
Yeah.
the thing is that maybe the students, if they protest, they have to protest outside or something. You know what I mean?
Well,
So,
they have been. They've been arresting them nationwide and, well, worldwide, even
mm,
though they are outside.
mm,
So they don't want them to do it, especially Republicans and half of the Democrats. But you know what I say to these students and the parents?
what?
Look, ask for your refund, for your money back.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ask for
That
your
makes
money
sense.
back. If
That'll.
your
Mhm.
child cannot have freedom of speech, and the university that your child goes to has had them arrested, you need to ask for your money back for your child and
Yeah.
let your child go to a community college. Because
Yeah.
these Gen Zs, they don't need no college degree anyway. They know how to make money on the internet.
They do.
That's true. That's true.
They do.
Most
Yeah,
of
they
what you
make
learn, you don't use anyway. So
yeah,
yeah,
they
you
make
get.
a killing on TikTok.
You see
Mhm.
what I'm saying? These
Yeah.
Gen Zs, that's why they don't mind getting arrested. They not studying about no degree. They just there because their parents want them there anyway.
Exactly. Exactly.
Basically, basically,
Or maybe to get away from the parents. Maybe they,
That too, Kathy, you're right.
Mhm.
They don't
And
care nothing about being
the
arrested.
parents want them out too. So
Yeah, they do. But the parents need to get their money back.
yeah.
That's what I do. I wouldn't argue with them universities.
Mm.
You know, I ask them for give me my money back. For this year at least.
Yeah.
And then if you don't want to give my money back, I'm gonna sue you. And
Hmm.
then I would take some legal action for you to give me my money back because you arrested my kid.
yeah,
Hmm. Hmm.
You took away my kids' freedom of speech. You didn't want them to talk, and
Mm.
that's what you send them to university for, is to learn how to communicate, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that's right on. I agree with you
yeah,
100% there,
yeah.
150%.
So you defaulted on the criteria. So the reason for kids going to college.
Hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Tim, what do you
Mhm.
think about that? I know you said absolutely you agree so far, but the cat just slid us right on. She did us a double whammy. She did a local and took us right on into national.
She did.
Well, that's the
She
way it's
did.
supposed to be because they're all
Um,
related.
They
yeah,
are, yeah. You did a good
yeah,
job.
Thanks.
yeah.
Gus says, also the students not protesting that can't attend class because of campus mayhem. Also, the students not protesting, they can attend class because they only be in one spot. They don't be all over the
Yeah,
places.
you know,
That's just an excuse that students are using. Those students
yeah,
that are pro-Israel,
right,
That's just an
yeah,
excuse they'll use to saying they can't attend class because of the mayhem. Yes, they can.
yeah, they
That
can,
because
yeah, they can.
they always usually be just in one little spot on the university, and your classes for those that want to go to class got all them other buildings, all those other buildings in there because a university is not a one building foundation, is it?
No,
No.
definitely
No.
not.
It is not.
I think it's all more about control is what they're trying to do. Uh, but the thing about it is, it's a double-edged sword because, like you say, the parents send them to school uh,
Mm,
to stand up, to be able to talk the talk,
mm,
you know, and speak the language.
mm.
But my hat goes off to those guys, you know what I mean, and those ladies,
Well,
because
sure.
they are the future, and it needs to be
They
rebutted.
seem to be the only one got sense. I mean, wrong is just wrong. You know what I'm saying? The wrong is just wrong. I don't care who you are. You cannot dress up wrong.
Yeah, we have to at some point. I don't know if I'm going to see it in my lifetime, but the old politics have to change, and they are the future.
They
You know
changing
what I
it too
mean?
because these kids are saying what they're saying is just what I just said.
Hmm.
I don't care who you are. If you do wrong, you just wrong. That's what they said about Donald Trump, right?
Hmm.
And look how many courts they're dragging him through.
Right.
So if Donald Trump was so wrong, why can't Netanyahu be just as wrong? These kids are saying Netanyahu or Netanyahu is just as is just as wrong as Donald Trump, right?
Yeah. Well,
That's
yeah.
what the kids are saying.
Yeah.
Because this is what the parents have taught them all their lives. Their parents have taught them what? The difference between right and wrong. They start teaching them
Yeah.
that when the baby's right.
Yeah.
So you've taught them the difference between right and wrong, but now you don't want them to express it. What sense does
Yeah.
that make?
You
None.
know, absolutely none. You know, for some reason I just keep going back to the Vietnam era
Yeah.
because here's the reason why I go because of what I've seen of the protests, then
Hmm.
versus now.
Hmm.
Um, However, nothing is new under the sun,
Right.
right? So is this just a new age? Pretty much similar. The arguments are similar, right? They didn't want to go to war. They felt it wasn't a righteous war.
Yeah, they didn't believe in war,
They
right?
didn't
They didn't
believe
believe that
in
we
war.
should be able to fight somebody else's war.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And
Um,
Biden believes the same thing because he keeps saying he's not going to send no American troops to Israel.
yeah, yeah,
So I mean, hold on, hypocrite.
Yeah,
hmm
You're
really.
not going to send American troops, but yet you stand ironclad with Netanyahu. That sounds like a double standard right there. You're not
yeah,
going to send none of your troops over there to heaven out now, but you stand with him ironclad. I don't think I need
yeah,
a friend like that.
yeah. You know what? Not to switch gears, but it's something that's going on. This
I got tickled at that though. Excuse me.
uh,
Cause see, if you
this
stand there and climb that phrase, that's something he made up.
right,
Ironclad. Cause see, if you my friend and you gonna stand with me ironclad, and I'm walking through the neighborhood, and the dope gang's about to jump on me, then I expect you with me ironclad. I expect when I pick up my phone that you're gonna send some homies in here to help me and
mm,
protect me. You're
Oh,
gonna fight with me, right?
mm,
that's a good one.
If you
yeah,
ironclad, I'm supposed to be able to pick up this phone and say, "Come on, Joe, send me some help."
yeah,
But you ain't sending no troops over there to help me out. I don't
yeah.
need no friend like that.
Meanwhile, while they got us watching that, it was a meeting held between Putin and China's president.
President Xi, they've been meeting all the time. That ain't nothing. This is just this is the first one y'all seen on mainstream media.
Right. But
I've
follow
been
this.
saying this is the third time they done met. I've been telling y'all.
But follow
I
this
done,
part. Follow this
I
part.
watch European television stations. They tell everything.
Right. But follow this part. This the part that no one's looking at.
Mm,
It has been 178,000 people to this date that have crossed the border. they have been highly alarmed of the young Chinese men that are coming across the border, that have already crossed the border. So it's something in the brewing. Something's a brewing.
So,
Oh, I see.
women now, who is upset about
It was 178,000 was the count that crossed the border thus
what
far.
border?
Right.
Russian, Russian,
However, it
Russian
United
was
border,
States border? Whose border?
our
Russian.
border.
Oh,
Oh,
your border? Oh, I'm getting confused. Okay, all
Yeah.
right. I thought you
Our
went to
border.
Russian border. I'm like, yeah, there's something going on.
No, our borders.
They're definitely-
Yes,
But that-
our borders.
but
Uh,
Tina, that's just the crossing, right?
Wait,
What
wait,
about
wait.
what about all of them that's already here?
Right, but and they got property here, as we all know.
Yeah, yeah.
So we really don't have.
Mhm.
Only thing that we know, it was an alarming number of young Chinese men that have crossed the border into our country.
Well, this is a paranormal thing, but I had a dream in the 80s that the Chinese were coming into the United States and we were fighting them.
Oh, really?
That dream, yeah,
And that was
Ooh.
when?
the 80s. In the
In the
80s. Uh-huh.
Wow.
So it's
Ooh.
now that you mentioned it, it could be a prophetic dream because I've had them before. I've had 'em-
Oh, Doug says that Donald Trump says that China is planning a secret army in the U.S.
Wow. Well, I don't know, but I had that in the 80s. I had that prophetic dream.
Mm.
It was real. It was real.
Yeah, the way our borders are, and the way that we're in our finance, everything is messed up. We're in a depression, so we don't know what's going on. Anything could be possible. Any type of army, anybody that want to infiltrate, they can do it.
Yeah.
Uh, we don't have control over anything. And
No, Netanyahu controls the United States. He
Man,
controls
when
Biden.
when I
I-
tell you, when
I put
tell
on TikTok, I don't want to be ruled by Netanyahu, do you?
I cannot wait till November gets here. Can't get here fast enough.
Well, I heard that there's a rift between Donald and Netanyahu. They don't get along, but the far right wing of Netanyahu's war cabinet likes Donald simply because I guess that he designated Jerusalem as the capital of Israel back here, when he was in office. But I don't know what Donald would do with this situation. And segueing off of that into this, did y'all hear that Donald and Joe supposed to debate?
Yeah, I heard.
Oh yeah, I heard at least 2 or 3 times.
When is it? June and September? And when?
I don't remember what the dates are, but
I think
just
it's June
oh,
Yeah, I
next
think it's
month.
a month away. Yeah,
And next month. So do you think it's gonna happen? Heartbeat of the South.
absolutely. It's
What
gonna
about
be
you?
it's
You
gonna be
do.
a hell of a ride.
So you really think that's gonna happen?
Yeah, Donald and Sleepy Joe.
I mean the debate. You think the debates are gonna actually happen?
I think he has to. I think at this point he has no choice.
Who
Yeah,
he? Which he?
Biden.
Oh,
He has
okay.
no choice because his numbers are in the dumps. His ratings is way, way, way,
Mm.
way low.
Interesting.
Yeah, if
Kathy,
he,
do you think that the debates are going to happen?
well, I have a feeling you don't think they are going to happen. Something's going to happen before then. Okay, so I probably agree with you. No, yes. Tell me, adopted mom of mine.
They are not going to happen because either Donald or Joe gonna back out at the last minute. Now Joe's excuse is gonna be that he gonna be too decrepit and too sickly and too tired, and he gonna make up some kind of excuse. Donald's excuse is going to be that that he doesn't like the questions That's the way they got it set up, and it's all rigged. That's gonna be Donald's excuse.
Yeah, I
Because
can see
here
that.
it's two conditions. There cannot be an audience there, okay? And the other condition is, Donald is not gonna like that. But he agreed. He agreed this week. But now at the last minute, he'll change his mind about this. I just feel it in my bone. They're gonna the microphone automatically cuts off after your time is up.
Oh no, he can't stop. He can't stop. That's true. That's true.
Now those are two conditions. So Donald gonna have a problem with that. He is.
They're gonna have to get one of those canes and drag him off like that.
Donald gonna be tapping on the.
Yeah.
He gonna be, hey, turn that back on. I can just see him now. He might do the first one, and Doug say Nancy Pelosi told Joe don't go, and he also says there's a gag order on the debate. I don't know what that means.
I didn't hear anything about a gag order.
Talk about
It's a
what's
gag
happening
order.
in court.
That's about court. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Unless he's saying he putting a gag order on me about the debate. He could be saying that. Doug has that eerie sense of humor. But yeah, one of them gonna bag out. Now, I think it'll be Joe that's gonna bag out of the first one. If they have the first one, then it'll be Donald that's gonna bag out the second one. If Joe doesn't bag out that first one and they actually have it, Donald gonna bag out the second one because he's not gonna like the microphone thing. And you know how Donald loves an audience, right? And he's not gonna like it. But but Joe, if he makes it, Doug say Nancy Pelosi tell him don't go. But if he decides to do it, he gonna get crushed. That's all I can say.
Well, it's like this. It's a high stake poker game,
Mm-hmm.
and it's winner take all. So it's gonna have to happen. You got to give the people what they want. You got to give it to us because now nobody.
Let me ask you this question.
Shoot.
Do you really want to see a debate between Donald and Joe again?
I do.
You do?
I do.
All right, we'll give you a
I
round
think
of
most
applause.
people do. I think most people
Have you all seen any campaign commercials?
No.
Exactly.
They were running before Mother's Day, but then they stopped.
They're not doing it. I haven't seen them one.
On mainstream? Really?
Not to my knowledge.
And on YouTube even?
Not to my knowledge.
Because I was seeing them on YouTube before Mother's Day, and then they stopped after Mother's Day.
Yeah, I stay on YouTube.
I haven't
and
seen
never
them this
seen
week at all. Mm-mm. Well, let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to find something else to talk about. Y'all, thanks for keeping us company. Don't go waste it. Stay. We will be back. All right. Let's see what we got in here. Oh my God. The funny one. Let's play it.
In a sense, I don't know why we're surprised by Trump. How many times does he have to prove we can't be trusted? Trump bragged how proud he was to get rid of Roe v. Wade over. He took credit for it. He said there has to be punishment for women exercising their reproductive freedom. His words, not mine. He described the Dobbs decision as a miracle. Maybe it's coming from that Bible he's trying to sell.
He tries to be funny, but he's not. Okay, we'll be back.
was free of violence, hatred, fear, and greed. Imagine if our hearts were light and peace reigned in this world tonight. There'd be love and kindness too, and not just for a chosen few, but for everyone, everyone passing through. Sure, the gods would all be pleased and bless us in this sweet release. No more pain and poverty, no more blood and war and grief. Peace, won't you come on in? Peace, won't you come on in? Peace, won't you come on in? Sing it again, sing it again. Peace, won't you come on in? Peace, won't you come on in? Peace, won't you come on in? 'Cause we can live as one. I believe in my reoccurring dream. Love replaces hateful deeds. And who's to say this cannot be? Hey, peace, won't you come on in? Peace, won't you come on in? Peace, won't you come on in? Now imagine if we understood the way of love, if we just could do everything for the good. Well, then peace would rule the world. Since time began, there has been a need for love to rise up and succeed, and for peace, peace to reign upon this war-torn earth. And since time began, man's one great wish is to live in peace. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Woo, woo, whoa, whoa. Come on in. Won't you come on in? Peace. Won't you come on in? I'm sure of it. Yeah, yeah. Come on. Imagine if we understood the way of love. Won't you come on in? Peace. Come on in. Peace. Won't you come?
All right, a little bit of JoJo Smith there, y'all. We need peace in this world today.
Yeah.
And speaking of peace, the International Court of Justice are holding hearings today. They held a hearing today. South Africa came forward again and put in an emergency request for the International Court of Justice to hear their plea to try to stop the carnage and the bombings in this war on Gaza and Rafah, the last little piece of territory where 1.4 now million people are gathered. Anyhow, I was listening to the different presenters on behalf of South Africa, very distinguished, accoladed people, you know, judges, justices, and all, and professors, all, a lot of them. That's why I was late getting to the studio. Anywho, this particular one, and I really wanted to remember his name, but he was a Caucasian, and I don't know if he was South African or not necessarily, but he really put it to the court. He told the court, he said that you made the recommendation to the the state of Israel didn't tell you of the things that they should do. And they said on March the 28th, when the South African came back to the court to add another request, that they still had not complied. In fact, it got worse. So anyway, in so many words, what he told the court was this: that you are the power of the world, and that if you don't act, then humanity is dead. Humanity is doomed, because it will be the destruction of the world, because all different countries will think that they can do exactly the same thing
Yeah.
whenever they want to, and just start killing people all over the world. You know?
Yeah.
And it was like you got the power in your hand, and they told him that message, the order that you wrote, I mean, he really put it to him. I mean, he was more elegant than me. I'm just breaking it down for y'all, the Southern style, right? But he told them that the language that they used to tell Israel what the recommendations were, what they were supposed to do, was so ambiguous. And that was why Israel chose to ignore it, because, yeah, your language was ambiguous. And they said, this time we're asking you to write it in plain, explicit terms. That, I mean, you know, he didn't say it like that, but I'm saying like,
Yeah.
How long is that going to take?
yeah, you know, that's what,
Yeah.
like,
We talked
Yeah.
about that before.
yeah.
Yeah, you know, I can I can understand what he's saying. I also can add to it because here's the thing about it. Morally, the blood is on their hands.
Mhm.
Yeah, their hands are not clean.
Hmm.
So that
If they don't
yes,
order the ceasefire,
yeah, it will
because
be,
that's what they're asking them to do today. And so tomorrow, Israel gonna present their case, but South Africa presented its plea to the court, and so Israel gets to defend themselves tomorrow in a hearing at 10 o'clock a.m. at the Hague, Hague, the Hague.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's France. It's in France, right?
Oh, okay.
It's yeah. A lot of people call it the Hague, but it's Hague.
Oh.
Hague.
I know that now that you mentioned
Yeah, the International Court of Justice for
Right.
the whole wide world.
Mhm.
For the whole wide world.
Yeah,
it. That's good.
yeah.
Okay? So, Tim, what do you think you're going to do?
You know, I said in the beginning when we first found out about Muntahu.
You frozen, Tim.
Did I freeze?
Yeah.
I sure did
Move your
freeze.
camera.
I'm moving. Wait.
You wanna,
Oh man, that's the first time I ever froze.
sure is.
As soon as you said moo, it happened.
Wow. Imagine that.
You want to pop out and come back in?
Yeah, I give it a shot. Why not?
All right. Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to wait till you come back.
All right.
And pick up on that. And so we'll go to a quick commercial till he comes back, okay?
Okay.
Because he got something to say. We'll be
I
back.
could tell.
Dad, it's time.
It's time! It's time! Woo!
Bruh, this what we're going in for right now. This garden club.
Bruh, it's time.
It's time. Okay, so he's in, but Tim, your camera is not on.
Oh no.
I said, oh
Oh
no.
no.
But we can hear you. You're flipping your camera. I guess you got to flip it back on you or something. I don't know.
Oh my.
He says, "Oh my." But Doug says that the ICC has an arrest warrant for Nantayu. Yeah, but they have not issued it yet. Now, see, that's another thing that the International Court has not done yet. They have prepared one, and to my knowledge now, Doug hasn't been issued. Do you know for sure? Because the thing about it is, the entire is not going to accept it. They got to find him first and hand it to him. Don't you have to find the person to hand the warrant to them? Or no,
I
they're
don't
supposed to
know.
go.
I don't know.
You're supposed to just go get them and handcuff them, don't you? If you got a warrant,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Yeah, we can hear you, Tim. We just can't see you. But I know you want to be seen. You're gonna try again. I knew that.
How
I
can
know. Yeah, but I think you can. I mean that's the way the police do it.
Yeah,
So,
that's the way it's supposed to happen.
Well, yeah. Why would the international court be any different, right?
Yeah, that should be even more important.
They should really be able to go and get him, right? They got more
Yeah.
resources than the police department, right?
You think so? Interpol, you think so?
So, but yeah, I did hear it not only for him, but for some members of his cabinet too.
Mhm.
I think Gallant. I think they got Gallant and the what's his name? Hagler or something like that. Hollier or something like that. One of the generals. But anywho, so I'm just now I was looking at all of them old. I mean, like they all in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and so I'm just like, I was watching and they wasn't showing too much, but only to me, only about half of them were really paying attention to and taking notes. There was only one that I saw that was taking notes, but the rest of them was sitting up there just staunch, like they was asleep. Now it could be that that's the position etiquette that's supposed to, keep staunch so that nobody can read what they're thinking.
Yeah.
They might have a certain type of body language,
like a
what they-
poker face kind of thing.
Yeah. They may be required to do that,
Mhm.
but I know I saw 2 or 3 of them that weren't doing it. The one was really taking notes, man, and she was leaning forward, and she was one of the judges,
That's good.
and she was taking notes from every speaker. So I'm just trying to. I wonder what is their rule. How does their vote go? Like does it have to be? It's 15 of them.
Mhm.
So does it have to be like majority, like what 9-3, 8-4? What would it have to be for them to come to a vote or a decision? I haven't had a chance to research what their vote to be. I know when they did the recommendation order, it was 13 that agreed that there was plausible cause that Israel was committing genocide.
Mhm.
Plausible cause.
Oh.
At 13 to 15. So I'm interested to see. I wanted Tim to come back in. I didn't want him to stay out. We could just sit. Okay, so Doug said no, it's not issued yet. Okay, that's what I thought too, that it was not issued. I really wanted Tim to come back in and get on into that. But anyhow, I'm not. I'm hoping that they would, because Netanyahu is not listening to Biden. Biden has told him not to do that. But then Biden turns around and he's sending him $1 million in $1 billion in arms. New guns, new jeeps, but no bombs. What's the difference? If I get killed by a 2,000-pound bomb, or I get killed by a what do they call them? Those A1 rifles. What do they call them rifles that shoot so many times?
Yeah, you're right. It starts with an A. I don't know.
Yeah. What difference does it make? I'm still dead. I mean, you still gave somebody a weapon to kill me.
That's so
Right?
sad.
There's no
it is
difference.
And a tank can run you over, and a tank can kill you.
And the Jeep, yeah,
Yeah,
and the
all of
tank.
that.
So if you're gonna send me tanks and new guns and new Jeeps, but no bombs, I can still use those new guns to do my massacre, my Jeeps and my tanks that you're gonna send me, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
I just don't have
Right.
2,000. But I already got some 2,000 pound bombs that you already sent me from last year.
Yeah. Right. On hold. Yeah. Waiting.
No, I already got them in stock.
Well, I mean, they're waiting to use them. I mean,
Yeah, they can use them.
yeah.
Because, they already got some from last year when they were set.
Right. Right. Mhm.
They've been using them for ever since October. So, yeah, they got a stockpile of 500 pound and 1,000 pound bombs. They still got some.
Plus, they can make their own. Don't forget. Every country can
Israel
make-
don't have the facilities to make their own.
They
That's
don't?
why That's why they depend on their artillery from the United States, Germany, and France.
Because in Finland, in history, my ancestors made their own. There's ways of making them.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, made it to making things that
well, the Arabs do because
Yeah.
all of the major companies have sanctions on the Arabs. So the
Mhm.
Arabs had to learn how to make their own.
Yeah. You
And
do.
what they did was they found out when those 350 rockets and missiles and drones came over Israel's Iron Dome, they found out then that Iran and the Arabs had made more advanced weapons than we
That's
got.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When there's like the old-fashioned saying, "Where there's a will, there's a way," so they can always,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Why are we sending them over there then? They can make their own, even if they say they can't. I know they can.
Well,
They can. They can.
I just don't see the difference. That's what I'm saying. I don't. That's why Netanyahu's not paying Biden any attention because he already got a stockpile of weapons. That's not funny, but
No,
it is. It is when it comes to Biden.
Mhm.
That to be that big of a fool to think that just because I tell you that I'm not going to send you in a 2,000 pound bomb, that Biden is that stupid that he would think he know that man still got some 2,000 pound bombs over there. He knows he still got all the bombs he needs.
Mhm.
So he's not doing anything. What Biden is doing is trying to save face for domestic purposes to try to sit on the fence so that he can get votes. It's an election year.
Mhm.
It's an election year.
Mhm.
So he's trying to please both sides.
It sounds like it.
So he just tells lies. Just
Mhm.
like Netanyahu tells lies. Wow. Okay,
I
so
don't think Tim is going to come back, is he?
yeah, no, he's not. And so we're going to
No.
go ahead on and end the show.
Okay.
Kathy, closing remarks.
Well, we still got to pay attention to what's going on and all the children that are dying. And I have friends of mine who, are connecting with these people who are just pleading for help. And we have to protect the children of the world, the innocents, no matter who is anybody believes is at fault or whatever. They shouldn't be killing civilians.
So, well, Kathy's gone too. What happened to her? Wow, the paranormals are back. Okay, Kathy, what happened to you?
Nothing. I don't know. I think they kicked us off. They didn't like what we were saying. They didn't like us saying that you were supposed to
No,
kill
I was still
civilians.
here.
Well,
I was
I
still
didn't
here.
do anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't touch anything.
And how did you get back in?
I didn't do anything again.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it's these. I don't know. It's these. I don't. They're trying to stop us. That's all I know.
Well, I was still there, so
I
not
didn't
trying to
do
stop me. Those
Well,
are your.
I was in the middle of talking, so
Yeah.
obviously they wanted to
Those
stop
are-
me.
Those are your little leprechauns over there in Mexico on your end, okay?
I don't know. They're on my side though, so they wouldn't have done that to me.
But they should have been on your side,
They
right?
are on my side. I write books about them.
But those were good words. You're right.
Yeah.
Children are innocents. You know, no matter what anybody did, what some grown person did to you,
Mhm.
you know, you don't go after their kid.
No,
That's
no.
just a no-no.
It's so inhumane. Yes. So that's
That's
my
I mean,
comment.
even gangsters don't do that. You know,
Yeah, let's protect the children.
the mob bosses didn't even do that.
Right.
They didn't go with the kids. They didn't mess with the kids.
No.
You know,
Yeah.
and so, and as we always say here, free thought is a philosophy. It's not a policy. I know they try to clamp down and make us not have any free speech at all. They don't want us to have any free speech. They don't want us to have free thought. They don't want us to think for ourselves. They want to make robots out of us. But we are not robot material. Free thought is a philosophy, and it's yours. It belongs to you. Nobody can steal it from you. Nobody can take it from you. You should not let anybody make you change your mind. You got to stand for something, or you will fall for everything. Not just anything, but you will fall for everything. This Doug. Doug said good night, Emily, Catherine, and Tim. Thank you so
Good
much
night.
for
Love
joining
everybody.
us, Doug. And thank all of you for keeping us company tonight. And we will be back on tomorrow night with, you want to play game night?
That sounds like a blast to me.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do game night then. All
Yeah,
right then.
okay.
So you all join us for game night. We'll see if we can find a real nice prize for you. Doug, come back so you can play. All right.
Okay, Doug. See you
That's
then,
all
Doug.
right. We'll see everybody tonight.
Good
Thank
night.
you.